When I wrote my first book, Maps of Meaning, I believe I wrote every sentence in that book 50 times. 50 variants of every sentence. I'd read it once, I'd read it again, I'd read it again, I'd read it again, and I'd have a little competition. Which sentence is better? Which sentence is better? I'd pick that sentence. Do the same with the paragraphs. Over many, many years, you hone your words.
조던 피터슨 교수는 뛰어난 토론으로 유명합니다. 어떠한 자리에서도 자신의 의견을 정확하게 피력하고 물러서지 않습니다. 그렇기에 그의 토론에 열광하는 사람들이 많습니다. 그가 이렇게 탄탄한 논리, 토론 능력을 갖게 된 이유는 무엇일까요? 조던 피터슨 교수가 직접 이야기합니다.
Learn to write. I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious about that. Because writing is formalized thinking. And so the way you write is, first of all, you need a problem. Because why write if you don't have a problem? So this is good advice if you're just writing an essay, by the way, for your classes. It's like, pick a bloody problem that you want to write about, because otherwise it's false right from the start. It's up to you to engage with the material until you find something that grips you, that you desire to investigate. Okay, so you need a problem. Well, the next thing you need to do is, well, you need to have something to say about the problem. Well, so, reading. Reading is really good for that. Read as much as you can. Get your hands on that addresses the problem. Okay, so now you know a bunch of things, or at least provisionally know them. You at least have access to them. Well, now you start sorting through it. It's like, okay, well, maybe I need to summarize what I've learned, and then I need to iron out the contradictions between what I've learned, and I need to elegantly formulate that, and I need to get my word choice right, and my phrase choice right, and my sentence choice right, and I need to organize the sentences into proper paragraphs, and the paragraphs into proper sequence so that I have a coherent argument. And at the same time, what you're doing is you're integrating your own personality at the highest and most abstract level of organization. And you're sharpening your tools, and you're putting yourself straight because you're learning to think. You learn to do that by writing. And so I would say, pick some hard problems and learn to write very, very carefully. And when I say pay attention to the word, I mean that. Pick the right words. Organize them into the right phrases. Get your sentences straight. Like when I wrote my first book, Maps of Meaning, I believe I wrote every sentence in that book 50 times. 50 variants of every sentence. I'd read it once, I'd read it again, I'd read it again, I'd read it again, and I'd have a little competition. Which sentence is better? Which sentence is better? I'd pick that sentence. Do the same with the paragraphs. Over many, many years, you hone your words. They're the most powerful thing about you, bar none. And so you're at university. Maybe you're taking a humanities degree. Well, what's the humanities degree for? It's to teach you how to think. You learn to think by writing. Now there's more to read, to speak, and all of that, but the best thing you can do is read and write every day, a couple of hours every day. Write about things you find important, and see if you can discover what you believe to be true. And that'll build you a foundation, and it's unbelievably practical. Like if you look at people who are phenomenally successful across life, there's various reasons, but one of them is that they're unbelievably good at articulating what they're aiming at, and strategizing and negotiating and enticing people with a vision forward. It's like, get your words together, man. That makes you unstoppable. And that's the core of the humanities, that idea. So get your words together. Make yourself an articulate creature, and then you're deadly in the best possible way. So, and take that seriously. And I'll end with something too. You students, you might think in your more cynical moments that you have to offer your professors what they want and gerrymander the content of your language to suit their predilections, or what you consider to be their predilections. First of all, it's a very small minority of professors who are corrupt enough to punish you for producing a high-quality essay that they don't agree with. And though that's reprehensible, but it doesn't happen very often. But more importantly, it's the highest academic sin to do that. Because what you're here to do is to learn to find your true voice. And every time you deviate from that for expedient reasons, you corrupt yourself. And not in a trivial way, because when you formulate your arguments, that becomes a permanent part of your character. You carry that with you. It becomes part of the structure through which you view the world, and it guides your actions. And so you hold your words pristine, and you work in a dedicated way to become as articulate and clear as you can possibly become. And there's nothing that's more practical and noble than that at the same time. That's why the humanities are so valuable. You think, well, what good is a humanities degree? It's like, well, you come out of here able to speak and think and write, no matter where you go, like you're headed for the pinnacle, and hopefully in a way that's positive for everyone. So that's what I would recommend.
우리가 누군가와 대화를 할 때 버벅거리고 머리가 하얘지는 것은 잡히지 않는 무형의 생각을 유형의 물건처럼 만들어야 되기 때문입니다. 나를 전혀 모르는 사람도 자연스럽게 이해가 되게끔 글을 써야 해요. 그래서 나의 생각을 정리할 때 반드시 글로 나타내어야 됩니다. 처음 글을 쓰게 되면 정말 엉망진창인 글이 완성되게 돼요. 내가 무슨 말을 하는지도 모르겠고 내가 쓰는 단어가 너무 한정적이라는 느낌이 들기도 해요. 정말 좌절하게 됩니다. 하지만 우리는 반드시 이 글쓰기를 할 수 있어야 됩니다. 문명화 시대에서 생각을 타인에게 전달하는 것이 가장 핵심적인 능력이 되었습니다. 지금 이 영상을 보고 계시는 분도 자막으로 된 글을 보고 있으신 거고, 말하는 것 또한 글쓰기가 기반이 되어 있으면 더욱 효과적인 말하기가 가능합니다. 마케팅이나 비즈니스에서도 글이 기본이 됩니다. 글은 인간의 사고의 흐름을 나타내는 툴입니다. 만약 우리가 글을 정말 잘 다루게 된다면 문명화된 시대에서 가장 강력한 무기를 가지게 될 것입니다. 로마 시대의 콜로세움에 있는 검투사에게는 힘이 강하고 무기를 잘 사용하는 사람이 승리하였다면, 이 시대에는 글쓰기 능력이 있는 사람이 사회라는 전장에서 승리하게 될 것입니다. 영상의 내용을 요약드리자면, 첫 번째, 문제 설정, 두 번째, 다양한 컨텐츠 읽어내기, 세 번째, 차근차근 글쓰기, 네 번째, 단어, 문장, 단락 하나하나 퇴고하기. 저는 여기에 추가해서 다섯 번째, 글 쓴 것을 사람들과 공유하기. 이렇게 5가지를 하루에 끊임없이 반복하신다면 여러분들의 지식은 외연 확장을 만들어낼 것이고 이전과는 다른 시야를 갖게 될 거예요. 어떠한 주제에 접근하더라도 논리적으로 탄탄할 것이고 올바른 지식을 정제할 수 있는 능력이 생기게 될 것입니다. 타인을 설득할 수 있는 기반이 만들어지게 됩니다. 여기서 플러스 알파, 지금까지 본인이 쓴 글을 실제 말로 해본다면, 그리고 이것을 꾸준히만 한다면 여러분은 어디를 가더라도 실력으로 인정받는 인재가 되어 있을 것입니다. 자, 이제 성장할 준비 되셨나요? 그럼 다른 생각이 우리를 방해하기도 전에 바로 도전해보시기 바랍니다. 여러분들의 성공 마인드 동반자 작심만일입니다.